Places the ball in his hand, and then a few seconds later, it reappears underneath the cup, very much like that. I'm going to demonstrate the principle for you. You'll see it really does go into my hand, but it doesn't stay there for long, because in a few seconds, it's back underneath the cup. It's so weird. I'll do that again. See that? Now, sometimes people think that I'm not actually placing it in my hand. I really am placing it in my hand. It just doesn't stay there for long. In a few seconds, it's back underneath the cup. And of course, you know how this works, right? It's because this cup has a hole in it. But then again, all cups have a hole in it. That's how they're made. You'll get that later. Now, sometimes people think I don't actually place it in my hand, but I really do. However, to be very fair to my audience, this time I'm going to place it in my pocket. Now, you see it really does go to my pocket. It just doesn't stay there for very long, just up before it comes out of my pocket, and it reappears back underneath the cup, just like that. Show you that again. You'll see it really does go to my pocket, but then in a few seconds, it's back underneath the, okay, so, all right, so either the ball is getting larger or the cup is getting smaller. I'm not sure which of those two is happening, but one of those two is happening. I think it's that the ball is getting larger. Now, I don't normally tell people this, but there is an extra ball that we use during this routine. But it's so large, it usually gets stuck up here at the top of the cup, so I'm going to see if I can knock it out. There it is. Yeah, that's in there as well. As a matter of fact, all of this is inside the cup because the inside of the cup is deeper than the outside of the cup. With me? Good. All right, good. I'm glad you covered that. Very good. So if I didn't mention it earlier, I am what they call a comedy magician. That means I do both comedy and magic. So the parts of my show that aren't funny, that's the magic, just so that you know. All right? Now, I'll tell you, my last show was in a sold-out theater. Yeah. Now, the audience got a little irritated with me because they were trying to watch the movie. But I thought it went really well. I got to tell you guys, I'm not real up on technology. Like, I don't know this whole Twitter thing, so I simply carry around a megaphone. If I was in here earlier, simply announcing, I am now in the library. I picked up some new followers. A librarian and 2 cops. And so, so that's going well for me. This next thing that I want to show you is something I found on the golf course. It's the weirdest thing. I was playing golf. I ran across this ball. Now, what makes this unique is not the fact that it's yellow, although that is unique. But what makes this unique is the fact that it does something no other golf ball in the history of mankind has ever done. It's something we call mitosis. Now, mitosis is just a big fancy word that refers to a cell when it splits and divides. That's what this golf ball does when I give it a shake. As a matter of fact, I'll show you here. After a few seconds, you give this a shake and it splits and divides into 2. Just like that. I'll show you that again in case you missed it. Now, you place one on the table, you can take one in your hand, and when you shake it like this, it actually splits apart, just like that. I'll show you that again. Now, here's the thing. You can tell one of these is real and one is fake. Here's how you can tell. That one is real and that one is fake, and you can tell it's fake because when I put the fake one in my hand, the real one, or actually when I put the real one in my pocket, the fake one disappears. So that's how that works. All right. Yeah, I know, right? Now, next up, I'm going to do a trick, and I have to admit, I really like this trick that you're about to see, but every time I do this trick, I get this feeling of deja vu. Now, deja vu is a French term that means you feel like you've done something before. And of course, I've done this before in a previous show, but for some reason, this is the type of a trick where I feel like I just did it a few minutes ago. I don't know why I get that feeling, but it's a cool trick. It's this feather duster, and when you rub your hands over it, it changes colors. And I think, oh, that is so cool, but I feel like I just did that a few minutes ago. I'm not sure why, but I'll get that checked out. Little trick. Now it is time for my favorite rope trick. So this right here. Actually, just before we do that, I noticed I brought this along. I know this is a nice little, you guys know what this is? This block right here, this is called a die. If there's more than one, it's dice, but when there's only one, it's something you color your hair with. I don't know who came up with that, but it wasn't me. However, to keep things simple, I simply call it a block. Sometimes I call it a cube, but I can do tricks with it. As a matter of fact, would you like to see the block disappear? Yeah.
Really?
Well, he's trying. His other tricks were pretty good. Surprisingly, you're not supposed to do the trick that way. You're actually supposed to place the block inside this box and then make it disappear. Your audience is much more impressed if you follow the proper procedure, although I thought that would be funny, and it kind of was. So I dropped it underneath the table. Nevertheless, you're supposed to place it in the box, and then you can do the trick. Now, when I snap my fingers, this block is actually going to leave the universe. Check this out. We'll take a look inside. You can see there's nothing behind the door. Now, sometimes people are suspicious that it might be behind this door, so I'm going to show you this door right here. I know. We're going to take a look, and you can see there's nothing behind this door either. You know what I just realized? This is the type of a prop that you're not supposed to hold quite so close to the microphone. You can hear the block as it slides back and forth. I'm guessing that the magician forgot to do the required maintenance, and now that all the felt is worn off, you can actually hear the block as it goes from one side to the other. So here's the deal, if you haven't figured it out already. When you want to make it disappear from this side, you just slide it over here while hiding behind this door. You can show this side as being empty. Now in magic, we say, watch your angles. And this is an example of what we're talking about. Because look, this looks empty. This, not so much. Because you can see the side of the block. You can actually see the number 3 on the side of the block because it's hiding behind the other door. So if you open this door too much, they get a look at the block and they're going to know it's hiding behind this door. So you've got to be careful how far you open it. Same thing, when you put the block over here, you've got to be careful how far you open this set of doors because you don't want them to be able to see the side of the block. Now, if you wanted to make it disappear from both sides, then you would have to do something like I did earlier. Do you remember when I took it out and I put it underneath the table?
Yeah.
Now, if you did that, then you could show both sides as being empty because it wouldn't be in here. It would be down here underneath the. Did I lose you guys? I think I did lose you on that one. All right. So this next trick that I'm going to do, I have to admit, I really like this trick, but every time I do this trick, I get this feeling of deja vu. Now, deja vu is a French term that means you feel like you've done something before. And of course, I've done this in a previous show, but this is the type of a trick where I feel like I just did it a few minutes ago. I don't know why I get that feeling, but it's a cool, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's this cool trick. It's a feather duster where you rub your hands over to change the colors. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. I feel like I just did that a few minutes ago. I'm sure why I get that feeling checked out. Now it is time for my favorite rope trick. So this rope trick that you're about to see here, this rope trick is known as the candy cane rope trick because it uses a red and white rope. And you will notice that I put a knot on the white rope. Okay? Just to make things a little more interesting, there's a knot on the white rope. Now the idea is you're supposed to place these two together, line them up, and then twirl them in such a way that they look like a candy cane. Now I can tell you this makes a lousy candy cane, but it makes a pretty good trick. Watch what happens to the knot that's on my white rope. It's going to jump over to the red rope. Now does everybody know what kind of a knot this is called? This is what they call a slip knot. And the reason they call this a slip knot is because you can actually slip it off the rope. I'll show you exactly what I mean here. Give us a pull, and you can pull it right off the end of the rope. And there's the knot. As a matter of fact, you can slip it back on just as quickly. Now it's back on the rope. If I do this long enough, you'll start to think that that white is embedded in the red rope, and in this case it is. It's actually embedded in the red rope, just like you see there. Now that's a trick I do where the ropes are different colors. I also have one where the ropes are the same colors, but they are different lengths. So I'm going to show you guys that one. So in this case, each one of the ropes is red, but they're different lengths. So I have one that's very long. It's nearly the length of my table. I have one that's about half that size. It's kind of a medium length. And then I have one that is very short. As a matter of fact, it's so short, it probably got stuck in the bottom of the bag. So let me turn the bag inside out so that we can get to it. No, it's not in that bag. Huh. Okay. Well, you know, let me check with all of the spots. Maybe I stuck it inside that bag. It didn't. No, it's not. Let me check all of the stripes. I might have stuck it in there. I'm sorry. We've got 7 of these bags to go through. We may be here just a minute. I don't remember what bag I stuck it in. I thought it was like a blue one or a silver, but I wasn't paying attention when I packed this, so there's no telling. Wait, this is check this while we're here. All right, so we got all short, medium, and long, and now we're going to start the trick. Now the idea is to make these all the same length. And honestly, I could just take a pair of scissors and cut right there, and we would be done, but that wouldn't be very magical. So what I'm going to do instead is create the illusion of them being the same length. Now the way that works is if they really were the same length, they would line up not just at the top ends, but they would also line up at the bottom ends, right? So I line up the bottom ends like the top ends, and that creates the illusion of them being the same length. Now the reason I say this is an illusion is because if you look closely, even though they appear to be the same length, you can tell they're not. As a matter of fact, there's that little short one. Remember the one that was stuck in the bag? That's the tiny short one right there. Next to that is the medium length one, and then next to that is the extra long one. So it's just an illusion, but it's a pretty effective illusion because it looks like they're now all the same length, and clearly they're not, because there's that short one, there's the extra long one, and there's the medium length one, just like what we started with earlier. Now this next trick that I'm going to do, I have to admit I really like this trick. But every time I do this trick, I get this feeling of deja vu. Now, deja vu is a French word. Of course, I've done this in a previous show. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But it's a cool trick. It's this feather duster when I rub my hands over it, it changes colors. I think, oh, that's so cool. I always feel like I just did that a few minutes ago. I don't know why. All right, so now, this is the part of my show where I get to teach you guys how to do a trick. Would you guys like to learn how to do a trick? So you can make this trick at home. You're going to need two items. You're going to need a poster board, and you'll need a Sharpie marker. Don't use paper. I've tried it on paper before. The paper is too thin. It bends too much. You've got to have a poster board or something really thick. And you're going to use the marker to draw the spots, because you're going to be drawing spots on your poster board. So you're going to take the poster board, you cut it in 4 pieces, and then you're going to round off the corner, and you're going to have something that looks like this, and you're going to use your marker with a stencil to make some nice spots. And then, oh, hey! Do you guys know why they call this little piece right here a pocket clip? No. I'm going to show you why. It's because you can put it in your pocket. Or under the table, or, oh, this isn't mine. Oh, so hold on, you know what, I'm going to need to fix that. Let me put that back. So now we're good. So it's back like it was. Okay, so we've got that fixed. Now we need to go back to the poster board. You're going to take your marker, and you're going to draw spots on each side. So you're going to draw some spots here, and you're going to draw some spots here, and then you're ready to start the trick. Now here's how the trick would go if you decide to do this for your friends. You tell your friends that you were playing dominoes, and you had your last 2 dominoes, and you had a 1, and you had a 4, but you needed a 3 and a 6 to win the game. So you do a little magic, and you change that 1 and a 4 to a 3 and a 6, which everybody knows is better than a 1 and a 4. All right, here's how it works. So you're going to draw 2 spots on this side, okay? And then you need to draw 5 on this side. And by the way, it does need to be in this pattern. The pattern is really important. So once you've got this pattern established, you're ready to do the trick. When you first come out, you're folding it like this. Nobody knows there's a spot underneath your hand. And that's because we've never seen a domino like that, but we've all seen a 1, right? So they assume this is a 1. They don't realize you're hiding something under your hand. Same thing over here. We've never seen a domino like this, but we've all seen a 4, right? So they assume this is a 4. They don't know you're hiding something underneath your hand. However, when you come back around the next time, you're covering up the blank spaces here. This is the part of the trick that I call reverse psychology, because now they're going to realize you were covering up a spot a few minutes ago. So now they think you're covering a spot that you're not. You see what I'm saying? So what that translates to is when you get to this side over here with the 5 spots, they're going to think it's 6 because they'll think there's a spot underneath your hand. Yeah, it's a very effective illusion. When you get to this side with the 2 spots, they're going to think it's 3 because they'll think there's 1 underneath that hand as well. Yeah, very effective. The bottom line is just every time you go to the next side, yeah, it's going to say more spots than you had before. Try that on your friends. I think you're going to enjoy that. It's real easy to make from a poster board. A lot of fun. So boys and girls, what have we learned today? We have learned that if a magician says, let me show you how that works, that means I'm about to show you a different trick now. Am I right? So, next up, I'm going to show you guys something I ran across. And this is an example of why I don't shop at the thrift stores anymore. It's okay to buy some things used, but there's a few items in life you do not want to buy used. A toothbrush is one of those items. I'll cover that later, yeah. And a coloring book is one of those items. Now, can you guess why with the coloring book? Because when you get home, you find out it's already been colored. Now, thankfully, I took the time to read the instructions. Actually, this has some good scenes if you look. There's a guy, some kid doing pocket tricks, or a guy holding a sign that says magic, somebody up on a podium. Oh, look, this guy's doing the linking rings. I'm going to be doing the Chinese linking rings in just a few minutes. So it's got good scenes, but you have to read the instructions to be able to get rid of the colors. And here's how you do it. You simply shake the colors out. Now you've got the same pictures, but this time without the colors. Now there is one drawback to this system that I don't like, and that is if you accidentally shake the book for too long, you'll get rid of all of the ink, including the black ink, and then you've got nothing left but blank pages. So don't shake it for too long, okay? Just if you run across one of these, you'll know I'm doing it, all right? Well, as promised, the Chinese linking rings. So this was actually my very first magic trick. This was the trick that got me started in magic. So I have a little sentimental attachment to these.
Really?
However, I'm sad to report that there are some fakes on the market. So I'm going to show you today how you can tell if the magician is using an official set of linking rings. Now, if he has the real deal, it will be a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 solid gold rings known as the Chinese linking rings. Now, mine have been chrome plated to protect the gold, but that's 24 karat gold under there, all right? Now I'm going to show you guys how this works. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get a couple volunteers. I'll probably get like 100. Yeah, would you come up and help me? And you'll stand right here. I'm going to show you guys how these work. So you'll notice each one of the rings, here, hold that, and you'll see what I mean. You notice each one of the rings has a gap. There's an opening in the ring. Have you found the opening? Do you see it? Oh, here, it's right here. Hello. Sorry, that's a joke. I always do. I'm sorry. It's an inside magician joke. All right. So what you want to do is help her out. Link those two together. Go ahead and link them together. Well, you're clinking, but you're not linking. Let me borrow one. Sometimes I have better luck if I line it up first, and then I let it drop on the way down like this. Here, watch. You can see it happens when it hits. You got to hit it a little harder though, so it catches like that. See what I mean? Okay, hold that for a second. Now sometimes I can put two in the same ring. We'll give that a try. Try one more. There. Oh, not bad. Here, trade me out. So you hold that, and I'll take yours. Now, if you want to, you can take yours set apart. Here's how you do it. You've got to spin the bottom ring to demagnetize, okay? But just spin it like this. So just like that, okay? Then you're going to knock it out the section of the top ring that is opposite of your hand. In my case, it would be right up the front like that, okay? And then, oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, that's my fault. Here, hold this one instead. Hold that, yeah. Let go here. See, bottom ring spin. Yeah, let go. See, bottom ring spin. Yeah, let go this one because I'm going to show you. See, this spins, and that one doesn't, so we must have them switch because that one wasn't spinning. Hold on a second. That's the bottom, and that's the... Actually, no, those are identical. Never mind. All right, so just right up the front like that. Now, if that doesn't work, there's another method. See, they go together clockwise. So clockwise to link, okay? Counterclockwise to unlink. So like a clock goes, are there no clocks around here? There's no clocks. Right. Okay, yeah, so here, I'll help you out. I'll get these all apart at the same time. Here we go. All right, so on 3. 1, 2, 3, and just like that. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, now they're all caught. Now they're all going to come. Okay, well, not what I had in mind, but it would make a nice belt for somebody, I suppose. All right, let's do this here. Place these in one hand. Put those in one hand. Now if you come up with the other hand like this and you pull them apart slowly, they seem to melt apart. So just like that, keep pulling. Yeah, just keep pulling. There you go, you got it! So next up, I thought it would be fun to do something a little different here. So in light of the fact that I'm doing a library, I thought I would try to do a trick with a book theme. And I thought there's no better book than this book right here. See, when I was young, before I had a life, I spent many summers reading this book. I've read this more than once. This is, of course, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. It's a collection of short stories. It's about this detective that solves these mysteries. Now, it's told by his friend, Watson, but the story shows you how the mystery unravels and how he solved it. And I've read this so many times, I literally think I have it memorized, and I'm going to try to prove that today. I need an older person who is pretty good at reading. Is there anybody maybe back there that's good at reading? Somebody? Are you good at reading? You pretty good? Yeah. You good at reading? You good at reading? Yeah, you. Are you good at reading? Oh, you're good at reading? All right, come on up. All right, good. So what I want you to do, you'll notice I mean, this is not, this, actually, you can find this at the library, it's the same book, but, this is a real book, it's not a picture thing, all the pages are different. You're welcome to examine it to your heart's content. There's about 200 pages, and what I want you to do is turn to any page in there, and just tell me the page number, okay? You said 140? Okay, on page 140, there should be 2 words at the top, should be Sherlock Holmes, am I right? Show the audience. Am I right, Sherlock Holmes? It's at the top of the page. Yeah, so that was really cheating. All right, so we're going to do this again. Now, obviously, I can kind of see over your shoulder, so I'm going to have you turn around, and you're going to go back to back with me so you know I'm not peeking over your shoulder, okay? So you know I can't see what you're doing, but I want you to pick another page number, okay? Any page, and just tell me the page number. Okay, you said 138? Right? Okay, so on page 130, now that's actually the part where they're starting to solve the mystery. The body has disappeared. But I remember, that's one of my favorite parts of the book because there's this quote where he says, how did that help you? Am I right? Near the middle of the page should be a quote that says, how did I help you? Am I right? Yeah, well, try another one. That could have been a lucky guess. Try another one. Try another one. What page? Okay, yeah, I'm not looking over your shoulder, page 40. Now that's the page where, that's getting kind of where they've discovered the body. And I think there's a quote at the bottom that says, I have hopes, am I right? Try one near the end of the book. I mean, you would expect that I'd have the front of the book number. Try one near the end. Go near the end of the book. What's the page number? Oh, 202. Wow, you went all the way to the last page. All right, well, on page 202,
Come here.
if I remember correctly, there's something about, okay, so that's where they discovered the body, and there's a quote that says, or I think he says, I took the paper from him. Is that right? Am I right? Okay, you can turn around. All right, now do you have any idea how I did that? But I want you to notice this book is actually slightly different than yours. I actually pulled this out as a joke. This is actually a completely blank book. There's nothing at all inside here. Thank you for loaning me that. Thank you.